A super shy feral cat stood in front of a passerby out of the blue. He mustered up the courage to keep meowing in front of him. The man also stopped with a bewildered expression. Then the stray cat's wife turned up. The man discovered that her abdomen was bulging. The female cat must have been pregnant. The man finally understood the stray cat's purpose when stopping him. Although he felt afraid of humans, he still tried to stop the man and ask for help. Because of his wife and their unborn kittens, the man wondered why the beautiful and gentle cat couple were abandoned and had to live a wandering life in which they struggled with hunger. Their previous owners were probably just interested in keeping them for a short time, and didn't need even a reason when they wanted to abandon them. There was fear in the cat's eyes, but he still tried to please the man. The man couldn't help but feel so sad. He stood up and left there. When he returned, he brought them a box full of meat. The mother cat quickly started eating. Her husband just sat next to her, carefully protected his wife. He knew that she and their unborn babies need the food more than him. If you want to bring them home, please comment below. It wasn't long before other stray cats arrived. They smelt the food and quietly came, then stood close to the man. He didn't chase them away either. He even asked them to come and eat. The man discovered that there was a cat with a special appearance. His body was black while his head was white, and on his white head was a black nose. The man couldn't help but admit that these stray cats are all polite. They didn't forget to thank the man after eating. Yet the first cat that stood in his way hadn't eaten anything at all. When the other cats approached, he even fiercely chased them away. It could be seen that he was protecting his wife. Hope that all stray cats can be fed every day. A kitten is lying in the middle of the road. Luckily, a nice man notices him. He parks his motorcycle on the side of the road, then quickly runs to the kitten. Car behind him also stops. Obviously, the uncle discovered the little baby cat. The two keep waving their hands while running to signal the passing vehicle to slow down. After seeing a car slow down, the two heave a sigh of relief and slowly approach the kitten. The baby cat is still lying motionless on the ground. He looks so scared. The man carefully reaches out and picks him up. The kitten is obedient and doesn't avoid him. Luckily, after checking, the man doesn't find any wounds on his body. The kitten pitifully looks at the man. How adorable he is. The uncle and the man's hearts are both melted at his cuteness. They wonder why such a cute kitten is alone in this place, where there are no residents living around. This is probably a feral kitten. The two of them get goosebumps thinking about the scary scene just now. Luckily, they are here to save him. The uncle reaches out and caresses the kitten. His eyes are filled with love. They definitely can't let the cute baby cat play alone in the street. So, they decide to take him home. Seeing how much the uncle cares about the kitten, the young man lies that he's allergic to kitten fur, then gives the kitten to the uncle. Uncle is very happy. He gently cradles the baby cat in his hands. The man thanks the uncle for adopting the little kitten. Actually, he doesn't want to leave the kitten at all. These two men both have beautiful hearts. They are just as cute as this furry baby. On the way back, they hug the kitten and laugh happily. Can't stop caressing him. After that, the two exchange their phone numbers to make friends, and that will help them visit the kitten more easily in the coming days. The two of them keep saying thank you to each other. Well, our baby cat is really lucky to meet these warm-hearted men at the same time. Seeing someone approaching, the scared black kitten steps back. Then he opens his eyes wide at the man. His face is filled with curiosity and fear, but his appearance when curling up is so weak and pitiful. The young man quickly reaches out and caresses his head. Realizing the man has no bad intentions, the kitten lets his guard down and meows at him. Seems to be telling the man to give him some food. His pitiful yet cute cry makes the man's heart instantly melt. So he reaches out and caresses him again. Seeing him sit obediently, the man rushes to the nearby supermarket to buy some bait for him. Even if his wallet becomes empty, he won't let the baby cat feel hungry. He must have been so hungry that he looks exhausted. As soon as he saw the food, he started eating his fill. He also makes a soft sound while eating. This is probably the best thing he's ever eaten. Judging by his size, he's only about a month old. He can't help but wonder why a young baby cat has to lead such a wandering life, struggling with hunger. The kitten is still at the age of being cuddled by his mother. Yet he has already suffered in the outside world. If you want to save this kitten, please comment below. It's been a long time. Still, there's no sign of the mother cat. Looks like the kitten lives alone. It can be seen that his wandering life is extremely difficult. He can't know how long he has been hungry, to the point that he's eating so quickly now. His way of eating looks difficult, which makes the man feel sad. Luckily, there weren't any other feral cats that come to get the food, so he can focus on eating. Living wandering alone, he understands that it's difficult to get a full meal. That's why he tries so hard to eat his fill. This will help him be on a full stomach for longer. After finishing his meal, the kitten keeps on meowing at the man. He must be missing his mother so much now. He tries to meow loudly, in the hope that the mother cat can hear and come find him. But there's no sign of the mother cat around. The man reaches out his hand to caress him. The kitten seems to understand his heart too. He obediently cuddles in the man's hand. A feral cat like him always wants to have a happy family. At the moment, a black cat approaches. The man thought she was the kitten's mother. But the big cat just runs away after she smells him. The kitten then runs after trying to get close to her. Out of the blue, she gives him 2 slaps. Looks like the big cat isn't his mother. The beaten kitten sadly hides in a corner. The big cat still follows him, which makes him scared and keeps running away. He doesn't know where his mother ended up going. A moment later, a calico cat comes in. She also smells the kitten. But obviously, the calico cat isn't his mother either. He holds a glimmer of hope again. Then tries to get close to the big cat. But again he's given a slap. The kitten is extremely disappointed. Luckily, a nice man came to comfort in time. The kitten seems to have looked upon the big cat as his mother. He keeps on following her, and ends up being bullied. After the man chases the big cat away, he hurriedly pats the kitten. The kitten is so sad that he wants to cry. He can't explain why the other cats don't like him. After thinking for a while, the kitten turns round and runs away. In the end, the man has to search for half a day to find him. The kitten constantly meows at him. Seems to be asking the man to take him home. The man caresses his head. He also thinks this is fate. Then silently decides that he will take the kitten home and adopt him. Anyway, he can't say no to such a cute kitten. Hope our adorable baby cat will grow up happily. Also, hope that people won't arbitrarily abandon their pets. Please be gentle with them. Let's protect stray animals together. A young man discovered a litter of cats living inside a rock crevice. After seeing someone approaching, the mother cat wasn't afraid. She and her 6 kittens curiously looked at him. The kittens were all so cute. We don't know how long they had been wandering around here, and how they had survived until now. At that moment, a motorbike passed by. The kittens heard the noise and immediately ducked their heads inside. But soon they popped their heads out again. Then continued to roll their eyes at the man. A brave kitten even came close to him. Just when the man reached out his hand to caress him, he immediately retracted his head. But anyway, this was only the first time they met, so he couldn't help but feel a bit strange. However, the kittens were so cute. The man went to another place to see if he could get along with the mother cat first. When he got close, the mother cat didn't run away, just warily glanced at him. She probably wanted to protect her babies well, but facing the kitten's eyes, the man still felt a bit embarrassed. He was helpless because he couldn't understand cat language, and was unable to talk to them. That's why the man failed to get them to come out. If you want to save the kittens, please comment below. Fortunately, these kittens had gradually let their guard down, then looked at him with expectant eyes. They were hungry now. One of the kittens even started licking the rocks. The mother cat seemed to be exhausted too, so she just lay still. The man looked at the poor cat family, then tapped the plate to make a sound and attract them. When the mother cat heard the sound, she immediately crawled up with joy, but crawled back as soon as she saw the empty plate. She looked at the man sadly. Seemed to be saying, "There was no food, why do you tap the plate?" Fortunately, the man knew that there were a lot of feral cats around here, so he brought seeds with him. Otherwise, he would be hated by the cats. Mother cat finally ate her fill. But what should he do with these cowardly kittens that didn't dare to go out? They only stuck their heads out, smelt the delicious food, and meowed. After the man gave them a plate of food, the kitten couldn't resist the temptation to climb up and eat. There were many kittens. To make sure all of them can eat their fill, the man divided the food for the mother cat and her kittens. After sharing the food, he picked up 2 kittens to let them eat their meal. While the brave kittens were about to finish the food, the cowardly one could only meow incessantly because of feeling hungry. The man tried to bring him out, but he kept going back in. The man began to get impatient as he thought about their mother cat. She was still worried about her babies, so he had no choice but to continue catching the kitten. This time, he finally caught one, but he soon realized something wrong after putting the kitten down next to the plate of food. He crawled back as soon as the man caught him. The man looked at the small head peeking out from the rock, then decided to let him go since it wouldn't work even if he forced the kitten. Next, he found the other ones. At that moment, a kitten took the initiative to run over. His face showed that he was so excited. Looked like he wasn't shy. Just because of his short legs, he couldn't crawl. While 2 kittens were eating, the rest of them kept on waiting. They would rather hold their hungry stomach and play underneath than crawl up to eat the food. Sure enough, some animals are born shy, while that not shy ones always have food. The mother cat was now worried about her babies, so she stopped eating. After a while, the man finally found the reason. He stood too close to these kittens, which made them feel unsafe, so he had to run out into the street. At that moment, a male cat approached. He was probably one of the feral cats that live around here, or the father cat of these kittens. Luckily, after the man left, the kittens came out and started to eat. Yet the male cat didn't steal their food at all. Seeing the kittens have to live in hunger, the man felt worried that they might fail to survive here. He wanted to bring them home but was afraid the kittens wouldn't come out, so he decided to visit them often in the future. Hope the man will end up giving them a home. Let's see if that happens in the next episode. Early in the morning, while running on the road, the young man is stopped by a stray kitten. He fiercely stands in the middle of the road, with a facial expression like, "If you dare to step in, I will give you 2 slaps." His fur even stands on end, just like an angry tiger cub. He is small yet so bad-tempered. Look at his ferocious appearance. Strangers will think they owe him a box of pate. But this kid looks pretty cute. On his round face are two sparkling eyes. His ears stand up and also look adorable. This lovely kitten doesn't look like a badass. Because he's hungry, he decides to steal food, doesn't he? The man is also a badass. He holds the phone close to the kitten. This makes the cat even angrier. His mouth mumbles, asking the man to turn on the filter for him. None of them are willing to give in. Even the feral cat nearby comes to watch their drama. The kitten doesn't care at all. He is busy meowing, as if he wants to say, "Hey handsome," then gives the man a slap out of the blue. The kitten is too young to lead a wandering life. To protect himself from being bullied, this cute-looking cat has had to pretend to be ferocious. The man wonders why the pretty kitten is left alone outside, not being taken care of by his mother cat. He can only lead a miserable life and struggle with hunger. If you want to save this kitten, please comment below. Fortunately, after struggling for a while, the kitten is no longer afraid of the man. He just gives the man a pitiful gaze. Looks like he's asking him for some food. Soon after, the man bought him some pate. Even if he isn't rich, he can't let the cute kitten go hungry. But the furry little friend seems to have never eaten pate before. After smelling the food, he suddenly bites into the box. The feral cat next to him also gets impatient with the kitten. After a while, the kitten still hasn't eaten. Maybe that's because he isn't used to eating pate. In the end, the kitten shakes his head and gives up. Look at the cute yet poor baby boy. The man can't help but stroke him, then quickly withdraws his hand because he's afraid that the kitten won't allow him. The kitten is no longer as resistant as before. He sits on the ground showing off his cuteness, which makes the man very happy. He reaches out his hand and gently lifts the kitten. He seems to be cooperative too, although his eyes show a little discomfort. His look makes us not know whether to laugh or cry. Seeing that the man refuses to let go of his hand, the kitten struggles to get out. But his attitude is completely different now. He doesn't shy away from playing with the man. Now it's fun to look at him. Of course, the kitten can't live outside anymore, so the man decides to bring him home. At the same time, he also checks his gender. Turns out this is a fierce baby girl. The man holds her in his arms lovingly. What happened just now is still in his memory. Perhaps this is a predestined fate. Well, just go with the flow. The kitten is then brought home in the man's bag. If you meet such a cute cat, how can you not take her home? She is also a brave baby girl. Arriving in a new place doesn't make her feel stressed at all. On the contrary, she even takes a walk around the house. The man's pet cat can only shake his head as he sees this. He thinks that his owner has brought a badass home. The kitten seems to know that she doesn't need to be wandering anymore. She softly meows and shows her cuteness to the man. The man picks her up again and strokes her non-stop. As expected, knowing how to act cute is a great advantage. The fierce kitten has found a gentle owner. I'm sure he will have a beautiful life in the future. The warm-hearted man also deserves our praise for adopting the kitten. Hope that people never abandon their pets, because not all feral cats are lucky enough to have good people help them. Be kind to these lovely creatures. Let's love them together. A kitten is sleeping when his mother cat spots someone approaching. She rushes to protect the kitten. The kitten looks so nervous. The mother cat aggressively meows at the man. She wants the stranger to stay away from her baby. As stray cats, they are always on the alert. But the kitten and the mother cat look so beautiful. The man wants to film them closer. However, the mother cat refuses. She even scratches on the camera. She's savage, yet she still makes us feel heartbreaking for her. At the moment, a black kitten runs up. But he is close to humans. He doesn't shy away from interacting with the man. The black kitten is so docile. The big white cat looks like she wants to join, but she steps back right away when the man approaches. Can't help but growl. The little kitten is both curious and scared. After that, they just silently watch the man. This black kitten seems to be more docile. He always shows off his cuteness. The man takes out a box of cat food. The mother cat changes her attitude completely. When she notices good food, there is only food in her eyes. She doesn't care even when the guy's lens gets closer. Looks like they're really hungry. Three cats eat a lot. He can't explain why the beautiful cat hasn't been adopted, and has to live an unsettled life. There are a lot of stray cats in this area. It's even known as a famous cat island. Lots of cats have to live a hard life here. But this beautiful cat is quite rare. The man watches them eat so voraciously. He feels bitter in his heart. Who wants to adopt a cat? Please comment below. Maybe the mother cat used to be someone's pet, and live a happy life. But now she's leading a wandering life again. Even her kitten has to live like that. Normally, cats often give birth to many kittens. The man wonders what the mother cat has been through, that she only has one kitten left now. After being fed, the black kitten comes to thank him. The wandering life makes this little kitten learn to be docile. She probably hopes this man can adopt her. The mother cat also returns after she is on a full stomach. They change now. This time, when the man approaches, the mother cat is no longer dodging him. She just meows softly, as if she thanked the man for feeding them. Luckily, it's not winter now. Otherwise, with this thin mat, how can they live on? There are a lot of stray cats like them here. The man can't take care of all. The only thing he can do is to feed them. Finally, hope everyone won't leave their pets. Not all stray cats are lucky enough to be saved and fed by kind people. Please take care of stray cats and treat these adorable cats well. Please pay attention. A man is walking on the street when a stray cat suddenly hugs his thigh, as if asking for help. She stops the man and signals him to follow. Feels like the cat has something to ask for. The man also goes after her, but then he deliberately stops walking. The stray cat sees this and immediately stops and waits. Seeing that the man continues to follow her, the cat again starts moving forward, but don't know why she ends up going down the drain. Did something happen to her babies? That's why he needs help from people. Perhaps the mother cat still doesn't trust the man very much. She suddenly slows down to see if the stranger has any bad intentions with her. After walking for about 10 minutes, the man hasn't found anything yet. He wonders if he has been pulled a prank. Therefore, he takes the initiative to gain the mother cat's trust first. He sits on the side of the road and strokes the cat. The stray cat is very friendly. She probably wants to please people. The man vaguely feels that she has a secret. After a few minutes of exposure, the mother cat begins to trust the strange man. She even acts cute for a while, then suddenly jumps down. She wants to lead the way. This time the mother cat's steps have become much faster. After all, what does she want to do? Even on the way, the cat urges the man to hurry up. At first, she is indeed just checking on this stranger. Again, the cat leads him around. As the man feels confused, she suddenly accelerates and moves forward, then runs into an abandoned house. 3 minutes later, the man is taken aback by the scene of the mother cat lying on the ground, trying to warm a kitten. She is probably feeding him some milk too. The sad thing is, the kitten next to the mother cat is at death's door. He looks so weak, probably has starved for a long time. To show that her baby needs help, the mother cat lies quietly next to the kitten. Perhaps this is also the reason why she seeks the man's help. Seeing this scene, the man can't hold back his tears anymore. Motherhood is so great. Indeed, every living being has a soul. The man gently strokes the mother cat to seek help from humans. She is very brave and also very smart. The man decides to help her and the kitten. Also, chooses to adopt them. Half a month later, the kitten has grown a lot. Unexpectedly, he is a pretty cat. Netizens all say he looks so lovely. Mother cat's actions have eventually saved her baby. The man then finds the kitten's father. Now he has adopted him too. Unfortunately, the mother cat's other babies can't be found yet. The stray cat is used to living outside. She is often not at home. The mother cat has completely left her baby to the man. The man names the kitten Jelly. Look at his healthy and cheerful appearance now. I'm very happy. The mother cat knows very well how to find humans to beg for help. Luckily, she has met a good person. Not only did this little kitten have to go through physical pain, but he was also coldly left behind on the street. Today, the young man was on his way home from work. Accidentally, he saw this cat. When the man approached, the kitten was very scared, and tried his best to get up and run away, because he was afraid of being hurt again. But it seemed the cat was seriously injured. So, before he could take a few steps, he fell to the ground again. The man reached out and hugged the kitten, but the kitten escaped. Right now he was crying sadly, like a child who has lost his mother. But the man tried to observe his surroundings. There was still no sign of his mother. The kitten was so young that he was seriously injured. Did the mother cat sacrifice herself to protect her baby? We can only pray for the mother cat to be safe and sound. Look at the kitten's miserable appearance. The guy was also extremely heartbroken, because he himself also owns a cat. He couldn't bear to see the kitten being abused like that. The man picked up the kitten, but inside the kitten was very scared. His legs constantly trembled. Why were some people so cruel? How could they hurt the kitten to this extent? The kitten just wanted to live well. What's wrong? Can the lives of stray cats be trampled on at will? Now, how do you want to punish that hateful person? Please write it down in the comments section below. The man immediately brought the kitten home. He found a bag and put the kitten inside. The man carried the kitten into the car. After 20 minutes of traveling, the man finally returned home. At that moment, the kitten was still scared and curled up in the bag. When the man opened the door, all the kittens in the house ran to welcome him home. There was a mother cat in the house. She had given birth to 4 kittens. The man looked at his pet kittens, then immediately picked up the little cat from his bag, and placed him on the blanket. The kittens in the house also came to see their new friend. At that moment, the kitten was still immersed in suffering. He didn't know what his mother was like now. Would she be safe? The man caressed and comforted the kitten, told him that everything would be okay. From now on no one will harm him again. From now on the man will be the kitten's owner. The kitten listened to the man's words, immediately became much quieter. Since the guy stayed next to him, the kitten quickly entered a beautiful dream. Perhaps the kitten also realized that the guy would protect him. That's why he was able to sleep so well. We also wish the kitten to grow up healthy and happy. Hope that everyone won't harm innocent wandering animals. Their life is not easy at all. Please don't push them into a corner. If you don't love them, still, please don't hurt them.